Alright, here we go. We are live for round 4 of the Classic League. Guess what? I'm paired up against another Oath deck, and thankfully enough, we managed to win the die roll, which is going to be obviously very important. We are playing against Ilskin, and we are definitely going to play first. Let's see, our opening hand can play a Lodestone Golem, which is pretty good. Turn 2, we could follow that up with a Worm Coil Engine. So I think this is a keepable hand. I would like to have seen another sphere, but this will work. Alright, so let's play Workshop, Mana Crypt, and Lodestone Golem. Does he have a force? No, he does not. Alright, we may have lucked out here. Let's see what his opening hand consists of. A Polluted Delta. It's a pretty good start for him. It's enough for him to play a turn 1 Oath of Druids. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, the question for me is, what do I do next? Obviously, I don't want him to be able to draw cards off of a Grizzlebrand if that's what he picks up. So that might force my hand to play a Revoker. I'll drop an Ancient Tomb. I'll go ahead and attack with Lodestone Golem here, because we have 7 mana. We can actually cast Precursor Golem and Revoker, but I'm not sure I really want to do that either. So this is what I'm going to do here. Pretty much going to lose to a Emrakul with Dragon Breath no matter what. So Blightsteel Colossus isn't the end of the world. Especially since he did not get Dragon Breath. Let's see what we draw here. Thorn of Amethyst. That's not really going to help us much. I think what we really need to do is get down as many guys as we possibly can, which might include a worm coil engine. See, that's the thing. If I play a precursor golem, I get 3 guys on the board, which means I can attack for 11 next turn without whatever he plays. Or if I play worm coil engine, I can at least... Yeah, it's a little tricky. I think this might be my best shot here. No, we'll be able to play that anyway. Alright. So we're going to pass the turn since there's no sense in attacking into his Blightsteel Colossus there. It's going to brainstorm, I assume. Yep. It'll really help if he manages to miss on his coin flip too. Oh, he didn't miss. He won his coin flip. So let's see here. It looks like game's over. Wow. His last two of his last 3 cards were Emrakul and Grizzlebrand. Yep, that's not going to do it. Well, he had about the most broken opening hand you can possibly have against a turn 1 Lodestone Golem. So we're in a hole here. No margin for error. And of course he's got the Abrupt Decay for the only... Wait a second, what did he do? Oh, yeah, same thing. Same guy. Thought maybe he only had to target the original Golem. Well, that was unfortunate. We had a good opening hand, and his was even more broken. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our Grafdigger's Cages. We're going to bring in our Witchbane Orb, and we're going to bring in a Duplicate. We're going to take out Norod, a couple of Revokers. We'll also take out... What else did we take out in the last few games? Take out Precursor Golem and Steel Hellcat, I think it was. Oh, we still need one more. Maybe it was a Worm Coil. I think that's what we did. Alright, yes, we will play first. Alright, so our opening hand is not too shabby. We can play a Revoker and a Mishra's Workshop on the same turn. I mean, a Revoker and a Grafdigger's Cage on turn 1. And then copy the Grafdigger's Cage. I think this is worth keeping. It's probably a little bit of a risk, because there's no spheres, but a Grafdigger's Cage and a Revoker seems pretty good as an opener in replace of a sphere. So what we're going to do is we're going to name Lotus Petal, I guess. And we got our Grafdigger's Cage to stick. Coming in from the board, he's got potentially 3 more Decays, Nature's Claim, a Hurkyl's Recall, and an energy, 2 Hurkyl's Recalls and 2 Energy Fluxes. So that's something to be concerned of going forward. So he opens up with the Library of Alexandria, which is not too bad for us as a start. So I'm going to play, let's see, I'm going to play Mishra's Factory. And then I can metamorph it, the Mishra's Factory. Or I can metamorph a Revoker. Or a Cage. I think it might be better to copy the Grafdigger's Cage. Gets around his spot removal. On the Grafdigger's Cage in the event that he goes down the Oath path. Nope, he's got Force of Will. Alright. That's fine. Looks like he might be digging for land. That'd be a little hard to believe, but I guess he knew he was going to play a land since he was down a card. I shouldn't read too much into it, I don't think. Another Metamorph. So the question is, do I Tangle Wire now, or do I metamorph the Grafdigger's Cage? I still think the plan is to metamorph Grafdigger's Cage. But And then next turn I can Tangle Wire. So he plays Wasteland. That's interesting. That limits my ability to really do some things. Hercule's Recall. Yep. That is annoying. Tolarian Academy. Okay. Yeah, this is the reason why not having any spheres is really hurting me. Letting him cast spells is obviously not really where we want to be going. Lotus Petal really doesn't really do much right now, so I'm just going to make sure he can't do some absurdly broken things with Grizzlebrand. He's been getting a lot of value out of his Library of Alexandria, though. Be nice to get a Wasteland here. No, he's going to follow that up with a Thoughtseize, huh? Well, he's either waiting to cast Oath and he'll get rid of my Metamorph, or if he takes Tangle Wire, he's probably doesn't want to just get blown, get too far behind. Interesting. Well, Duplicant is not a bad card to get. I mean, I can't cast him for any value. So I guess Tangle Wire is probably the best plan here. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright. Okay, so he does have a land. But unfortunately for him, it does mean he's going to lose one more key point of life in order to have access to it. It's going to be a key point here, because right now I can... Well, he's got a mana crypt, that's going to help. Unless he's... if he's got something he can do here, that's certainly going to help. Maybe he's got another recall. That would be quite annoying. Oath of Druids, okay. Fair enough. Okay, so we got to tap down 3 permanents. Tanglewire, Grafdigger's Cage, and I'll go with City of Traders, I guess. What do we draw? Witchbane Orb. Well, that helps tremendously. That might have been the only draw that could save me from a dragon-breathed creature. I'm not sure why he... Oh, that's right, he can't tap enchantment, sorry. I was going to say, well, I don't know why he didn't tap his Oath of Druids. So he lost the flip, I do have lethal on the board unless he can play something here. Alright, so we draw a worm coil engine. I might have given him an opportunity to play a nature's claim on me, though. Yep, that was pretty dumb. Alright. So we've got 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough to I don't have enough to pay for the Richardson port. Yeah, I think it's still better to play it. Because either way, he only has to tap 2. Oh, and he lost to Mana Crypt. Alright. Might have lucked out. It looks like he picked tails and we won. Alright, we're on to game 3 here. Unfortunately, we are on the draw. I don't really see any changes to make here. Yeah, let's run with it. I don't really see any reason to change anything up. Fingers crossed he doesn't have a broken turn 1 play like Lotus Petal, Forbidden Orchard, and Oath of Druids. That would be really bad for us. Well, this is another hand without any spheres. I don't know why I can't draw any this game, other than maybe in turn 4 or 5 in the first game. But he mulliganed. I think I have to keep this. I really don't want to. I mean, it's not a great hand, but it is better than nothing. And certainly nothing would be a hand with, no land with 6 cards. I think we almost have to keep this. So it looks like he has a turn 1 play here. Maybe get an underground sea for a Thoughtseize. And I place Tropical Island Lotus Petal. Well, that's about as unfortunate of a turn that we can do. Oh boy. Alright. So, we have to pretty much pray that he doesn't have a counter spell. Go ahead and name Grizzlebrand again. So it looks like he doesn't have anything. So we got a Mishra's Factory. He's down to 3 cards. If I wasteland him here, that's probably going to set him back a turn. I think I'm going to attack with Revoker first, though. Just in case he has a Nature's Claim to try and grab some value or something out of it. Alright. Well, if he had a Nature's Claim, he probably would have knocked off the Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, I don't know why I did not play Chalice of the Void there. That was not very smart. Here comes Energy Flux. Oh, another Oath of Druids. Well, that's interesting. I thought for sure an Energy Flux was coming in there. Huh. Alright, so I guess what I'll be playing here is... I'd need 6 mana to get a Chalice for 3. I don't quite have that right now. So I think in light of that, I want to play Chalice at 1. Still think Tolarian Academy is the better play here. Alright, so I think I got him for a couple of turns here. Let's see here. Let's tap Tango Wire, Gravedigger's Cage, and Gravedigger's Cage. Worm Coil Engine. That might be enough to get this ball rolling here. So right now we are representing lethal on the board. Unless he can manage to do something, he's going to have to tap both of his lands. I've got him locked down from Chalice of the Void. I think we might pull this one off. Whoops. Did that during my upkeep. Oh well. So be it. And we got him. So we are 3-1. We're in pretty good position to make top 8 if we win next round. So I'll see you then.